Hello, how are you? This bed is caked in cum. All right. So, yeah, the bed sheets are. Yeah. So, yeah. So, you know about Luke Belmar? You know about Luke Belmar? Huh? He's a good guy, right? He's not a fraudster. No, I bet all my money on this guy's success. You know, he's a great guy. You know, he's not a fucking fraudster. Well, he is. Apparently he is, okay? He is, because he defrauded his own business partner who pushed his content for years, you know, so he could grow his business to the whatever the hell, his MLM, whatever the fucking scheme he was pushing. But now his business partner, with reason, is suing him. He should have sued him a long time ago, but I think he's suing him right now. And so we're gonna watch Spencer Cornelia cover this. Okay, we're gonna do that right now. We're gonna do that right now. Okay, and then we're gonna have an aneurysm altogether.
A couple weeks ago, Luke Belmar was sued by a former business partner alleging fraud. I made a video detailing the lawsuit. Hope you watched. But he was also getting...
It's shocking. He's a fraudster? Really? This guy? Shocking.
Cooked on the X timeline, including this post right here. It was getting a lot of attention. Steve recently went on some podcasts talking about the situation, so we got a lot to react to.
I speak multiple languages. I've been to 60 countries. I have a 9-figure business, and you think your opinion, your comment matters?
He posted this video a couple days after the lawsuit titled Addressing the Controversy, which he states to have a 9-figure business. I reached out to Luke to ask him some questions. He did answer. Do you guys think he runs a 9-figure business?
What's the biggest lie you've seen him tell, publicly or privately?
I think his net worth is definitely BS, 100%. I'll probably swear my life on this.
We'll begin with Divine Anarchy, an NFT project
sign my
some
life
people
on
claim
this.
that Luke I talked to him about it a little bit.
You know
I don't
what?
think that's the...
I agree, man. Luke Belmar, the biggest lie about Luke Belmar is everything. But his net worth, oh yeah, that's a huge lie. And also, he probably has, his bed sheets are probably also caked in cum. All right.
The case, I just think all NFT projects went to shit. It was down 97% from its mint price. I think all NFT projects were that way. So if you got involved, whether you were the influencer, the creator, or anyone buying them, I think the end goal was all the same. You were trying to buy during the hype mania and you tried to sell on someone, and some people ended up becoming the exit liquidity and they're down 90%. Isn't it funny that now, years later, after the hype has died off with NFTs, that we can see the sales price of these things? People were paying hundreds, thousands of dollars for. I don't know about this project specifically, but they're selling for $33, $21. I then came across the OpenSea page and the recent sales, $7, $2, $4. Pretty bad investment for most investors.
I can tell you, as somebody that's been making money over $40 million in e-commerce sales since 2017,
he gives me such Sam Altman vibes with that death stare. No one's been able to validate these claims, and he hasn't really provided any proof. The reason why I care, not that it really matters to me, I'm not buying anything he's selling, but the reason why it matters to me is as someone who assesses influencer marketing.
No one should buy anything he's selling. No one should buy anything Luke Belmar is selling.
I think it's very unethical to lie and market yourself as something you're not. And so there's a possibility that Luke has not had nearly the success that he claims in e-commerce. And that was a big reason for his virality.
The reason why he got things confused is, my belief is, he lies so much that he forgets what he's talking anywhere on podcasts or whatever. Right? Maybe meanwhile here, I did $20 million. Right here, I did like 30 million off. Here, maybe I'm happy, like I just want to puff myself up more. 40 million.
Until Luke validates his claims, I think it's very fair that everyone remains very skeptical of his e-commerce success. I trust Steve's belief that maybe he isn't as successful as he claims to be. Around the same time that Steve filed the complaint, I made the video. A lot of people were talking on Twitter, is Luke Belmar a scammer? Is he a fraudster? This
100%.
account, Jason Applebaum, comes out and challenges Luke. I'm led to believe that this guy, Jason, is a pretty big player in the e-commerce space. And so I think what a lot of people are feeling, a lot of people who either follow Luke or either don't like him or are familiar with him, they just want to see his past claims be validated or invalidated. And I think this was a chance that, and maybe it wasn't a fair challenge, because I think it was about like, let's see who sells more courses. And I'm under the impression that Luke actually doesn't sell any courses in e-commerce, but it was an opportunity that Luke could have stepped up to the plate and actually competed at something in the e-commerce space to either validate or invalidate his success. Now, of course, he ended up backing down. I don't think he should have. I think this was a great opportunity for him, and he backed down. And then about a week later, with really funny timing, Luke comes out with what is perceived to be a course, something called Ecom Society. I also started seeing people mention a fake McLaren giveaway, and so I started looking back on his timeline to see any mention of McLaren. And here's the first one. He's saying he bought...
If Luke Belmar gives away a McLaren, then I am a woman, okay? But I'm not a woman. He's never going to give away a McLaren. The hotel, Luke Belmar? No.
Bought a meme coin dip, took some profits, and heading to the car dealership. A couple weeks later, here's a post where he's saying, I'm giving away a McLaren, a beautiful blue McLaren, 363,000 views. On June 7th, 2024, just a few weeks later, he's now replying to that Brett Dip post with the color is Brett Blue, the McLaren 720S Spider, apparently the one he's giving away. And then about 7 months later...
That's turquoise. Turquoise. He doesn't even know his colors. How can he be worth $40 million? He doesn't know his colors. His colors. Colors.
February 11th, 2025, 175,000 views. He claims that one lucky gem hunter will win a McLaren. He just opened up this free crypto group in the world, the best one in the world. Gem Hunters opening this week. One lucky gem hunter will win a McLaren. Should I drop the sign up link? Now, of course, he's using this to generate interest, and it's basically free marketing. But did he ever give away this McLaren? I recently improved my work setup, and that wouldn't have been possible without today's sponsor, FlexiSpot.
I don't care about
valuable
you.
standing
No
desk
one
and
wants to
walking
buy your
treadmill.
crap,
Their
okay?
E7 Pro desk when I have to
No
work
one
up about
wants to
it.
buy
Giving
that.
away a
Okay.
$250,000 car is admirable. Promoting it and then spending 14 months not giving it away would lead many to believe that the giveaway was a ruse. I was coming from a place of like, I just want to hear your side. What happened to this giveaway? You got all the attention, and I'm assuming he got a lot of signups for this crypto course where he's going to give away a car. And if you sign up, then you could possibly be in the running for a $250,000 car. Generally, giveaways are completed within a week or a month. I was kind of coming from the place of like, hey, isn't it kind of a scam? Now, to be clear, I don't think anyone signed up. I don't think anyone's paid. So I don't think there's any victims here. So I want to point out that it's not necessarily a scam, but it's also kind of fraudulent marketing in that you get all the benefits. You get the views, you get the signups for your course or your group or whatever. And then if you never give it away, isn't that a form of fraudulent marketing? Here's my favorite sentence though. Tweeting, I'm giving away a McLaren doesn't say anything other than I'm giving away a McLaren. That's kind of a statement of fact, isn't it? If you lack evidence of my giveaway, I love the logic here, by the way. If you lack evidence of my giveaway, so he hasn't given away the McLaren, but if you lack evidence of my giveaway, just look at my latest Rolex giveaway that was mentioned with no date and then given away 1 year later. That's awesome. I think it's really cool that he gives away this stuff, but it's also not cool to promote it for a long time and then never give it away. And so I just wanted to point that out. This wasn't really intended as a gotcha or like, hey, are you scamming people? It was just, you promoted it and you said you were giving it away. You got signups and then you never gave it away. And then miraculously, he tweets about it. I heard people are complaining that the McLaren giveaway hasn't happened yet. Funny, the ones complaining won't even be able to win it. So now he's finally talking about announcing it on IG. This is now like a year and a half later. It's cool if he ends up giving it away, like totally props to him. That's an expensive car. I don't have one. That's really cool that he gave it away, but also that's kind of fraudulent marketing up until now. It's kind of like what is it called? Schrodinger's cat? Schrodinger's marketing, that you're always in a perpetual state of like not giving it away, but I'm going to give it away in the future. I asked Luke directly about the pretty bold claim of running a 9-figure business. He says collectively Capital Club, Gem Hunters, and Pudgy Penguins have done 9 figures in revenue in the last 18 months. I actually don't doubt that. However, I talked to Steve about this. Steve knows the owner of Pudgy Penguins. It is Steve's words that Luke claims that he has a big equity stake. He was an early investor in Pudgy Penguins, thus has a big equity stake. I guess Steve talked to the founder of Pudgy Penguins and doubts this. He's saying, no, that's not true. So I'm not a private investigator to find out exactly how much equity, but I find it very often with Luke that he makes some pretty bold claims and doesn't maybe he has some equity, but like, does he have all the equity? Does he have a lot of equity? Also, if I have some shares of Tesla, do my businesses now do billions of dollars in revenue? I think it's kind of comical. I think this was another marketing stunt by Luke where it's like, I do 9 figures in revenue. Not exactly. Luke put out a tweet yesterday. People claim to know my net worth. Bro, my wife doesn't even know it. Here's why it matters. When you are someone who builds your entire brand off of your past success, claims of making tens of millions of dollars, and then you end up selling a product or service based on those claims, but no one's ever validated or invalidated those claims, well, then you're kind of being partially fraudulent in a way. It's a version of unethical marketing, because I could just say, hey guys, I made tens of millions of dollars in real estate. I've bought and sold many properties in my life. I have not made nearly that much. But if I just said I made tens of millions of dollars and then a bunch of people followed me, and then a year later, hey guys, I have this course, you can learn how I made tens of millions of dollars in real estate, then that's kind of fraudulent. If I never did it, it makes you a fake guru. And so, yeah, does his net worth absolutely matter? But not exactly. But I think it's only fair that if you're going to if your brand's going to lead people to buy products or services based on the belief that you are worth a lot of money and you had skills and made tens of millions of dollars, then I think we should know.
The amount of DMs that I received from the people that joined
Poor guy.
Gem Hunters.
This guy really got screwed over by Luke Belmar.
Is that legal to give people suggestions of what to buy?
After I talked with Steve, he posted on his Instagram that if you lost money with Gem Hunters, to DM me. I have received like 10 plus DMs about Gem Hunters. A lot of people lost money. So to answer this guy's question, no, it is not illegal to talk about some meme coins. There's one of the biggest fallacies on social media right now is when people try to say like not financial advice. It's one of the dumbest things I've ever heard. There's nothing illegal about having a little group, but it's my understanding what happens is these little groups form on Telegram, and it's led by a guy who Luke allegedly made $10 million in crypto and has these secrets, and he understands what the next meme coin that's going to 10x. And so people sign up for this. In one post I showed earlier, it was free to join Gem Hunters. I've also heard many people say that they signed up for multiple thousands of dollars. And so they sign up for this group thinking that they're going to get access to trade signals, or hey, this is the next meme coin that's going to pump and make a lot of money. But it sounds like a lot of people have.
I don't even want to finish the thing.
Dude, I got
all in all, okay. What we can understand here is that guy's a fraud. You should never buy any of his fucking course crap, okay? Luke Belmar's a fraud, and I don't know, he should be arrested. He's a piece of shit. Like taking vulnerable people's money. That's what he does. All right? Have a great day.